One of the biggest things I think people face when rehabbing homes is timelines. Timelines are hard to set, meet, and keep. So one of the biggest things that I have focused on in our business is meeting those timelines within a week, either way. This is going to sound really crazy, but I don't like to be more than a week early or late, because then you don't have a realistic expectation of how long that project should have taken. So we really try to dial it in and be within a week either side of that. One of the ways that I've done this is really looking at the type of project we're about to do and the strength of the crews that are doing it. I have some projects that I cannot give to a certain crew because they will not hit my timelines. It is not the type of project that they can handle. And vice versa, that same crew that can handle that project can't handle the one over here that I've given to the other crew. There's really strengths and weaknesses of every crew. You cannot go into a rehab and think that every crew can do every project. That's when you're not meeting your timelines, I promise. One of the things that we've done is over time, and it takes a while to get here, but you have to really look at what went wrong in a project and reevaluate it after and say, okay, why did that go wrong and how can we not do that again? And that really helps with your timelines. As most of you know, there's always something. Every rehab has something that goes wrong. So you have to know how you're going to adapt. One, to stay pretty close to your timeline. And two, if I have to adapt, can this crew adapt that way? Or do I need to bring in somebody else that can help? So staying on timelines is critical to the success of your flipping business and is something you really, really got to dial in. Processes and tools are huge in keeping your timelines in check. Some of the things that we've done is set up tasks. So when we purchase a property, there's these automatic tasks, like somebody's going to go take before pictures and they're going to put the lockbox on. My project manager is going to go scope and see if there's any pre-rehab things that need to be done. And when I say pre-rehab, maybe it needs a roof because there's an active leak. Well, okay, so we might do that at the beginning of a project so we're not doing sheetrock 3 times. That definitely affects the timeline. Foundation work is another pre-rehab. Ordering windows if windows are taking a long time to get right now because of supply chain issues, then these are all things that need to be handled before your crews start. These tasks really help handle that for us, and automated workflows that we use to make sure those tasks don't fall through the cracks. Another tool that we've used is the acquisition people. They have set a rehab scope based off of what they saw when they walked the property originally. And then we have another scope that's created off of that from my project manager. And then at the end of it, we have a scope of actual what was done. And then you can compare all 3. And that's been really nice to see, okay, where did we go wrong in the acquisition versus the scope versus where we ended up? And it's a really good tool to compare. And that also can show you some holes in your timeline. If you kind of said at the beginning that you're going to do this and you didn't do this, but you had to do these other 3 things, you can see, okay, where's the disconnect? And that really did affect the timeline because we thought we were here, but we ended up here. All of these tools we use now in one system called Pete, which is a system that John and I co-founded and developed. So if you do want to learn more about Pete, you can check PeteREI.com or click the link below.